I met Dave Marquez back then too, because he was doing some stuff with Rick in those early 2000s years, and that's where I first met Dave, and then ended up working with Dave when he had the LA dojo and was doing New Japan Fighting Spirit Tokon USA, which was a show that they were trying to get going, and then I was there to call the earliest form of championship wrestling from Hollywood too.
That's super cool. He has such an interesting story. I'd love to talk to him sometime too. And I think that the fact that it snowballed so quickly is very cool. And it seems like it's such a small world with broadcasters. You're talking about Mauro Ranallo, and then we talked earlier about the people, you've worked with that just interviewed on this channel, this small channel already, And it does seem like there's such a small world where you're all kind of just 1 or 2 degrees of separation at most.
No doubt. Yeah, absolutely.
So at this point, we're probably getting into, I think the dojo was the early to mid 2000s, roughly. Is
Yeah.
that about right time period?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Nakamura was there, Samoa Joe was there at the time, Maccabi, Toro Yano. So, it was an interesting show. CM Punk was on the commentary team with me. It was just like, it was pretty wild looking back at it now. Hindsight's always 2020. But then Dave, really wanted to launch championship wrestling from Hollywood, and originally worked with Kevin Kleinrock, who was with Big Vision Entertainment at the time, and now Kevin's doing these big lucha shows and has all kinds of lucha licensing and merchandising and stuff. So he stayed in the business just in more of a niche. But so we were originally at Columbia Square Studios in LA and did this big taping, and we were supposed to be, I think, on either KCAL 9 or Channel 5, both which were decently sized stations out here at the time. And then for whatever reason, I think things just kind of fell through, or one of them like lost their funding or shifted gears. So it kind of got tabled. But I mean, at the time, those initial tapings, I mean, it was Scrap Iron Adam Pearce, who obviously fans would know Adam now as the authority figure and on-screen character, and works very hard behind the scenes too, by the way, at WWE. But back then he was the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. But yeah, Brian Danielson was at those early tapings, the Young Bucks. I mean, it was pretty star-studded.